My name is William Owens. I'm the founder, president of the Coalition of African American Pastors. We're here today to address this issue of same-sex marriage and the endorsement by the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. The NAACP is pandering to the President of the United States.
Yeah. That's right.
Who sadly supports same-sex marriage. Mm-hmm. And the President is on the wrong side of history, and now the NAACP has fallen down to his level. Yeah. We're asking the black pastors and black leaders of this country to help save our future.
The NAACP has a history of representing the moral rights of underserved citizens, but the NAACP is wrong to label same-sex marriage as a civil right.
To use homosexual marriages and civil rights in the same sentence is an oxymoron. I think that what has happened is that the homosexual advocates have an agenda, and I think that agenda is basically to hijack the civil rights. Homosexuality is not a civil right.
It was said best by one of the board members of the NAACP who resigned after this decision was made. He said he's never seen any gay people asked to sit in the back of the bus. So it's apples and oranges. They're kind of riding on our pain or skiing on our snow, so to speak. And I think that's patently unfair.
I just think about what's on our money. In God we trust. So now we've changed our different things and put politics instead of God first. And God is not going to allow. NAACP, you need to be about God's will.
I think if the black community will get back to the basis and the fundamentals of righteous truth as outlined in the scripture, which has been the foundation of our community for many generations, I believe that if we get back to those things, we know truth, then in any case, truth makes us free, and we'll be able to differentiate right and wrong.
Now, historically, it was through the church and through pastors that the NAACP had its greatest support and activity. And so now it is through the church and through the pastors who need to stand up and say, this is a moral question and it's wrong, and we do not support the NAACP in this resolution.
I think many African Americans are struggling because of peer pressure. They don't know what a person would feel if they speak out against President Obama and the NAACP because they're black. So a lot of them are saying in private what they actually feel, and that is they will not vote for President Obama again because of his position on same-sex marriage. They're doing it because they don't want the peer pressure of another black person, or they fear what the peer pressure would do.
It's time for us to stand up for what's right. It's time for us to stand up for what's morally right. It's, you know, and we need to just put political correctness aside, because God is for heterosexual marriages. God has never been for homosexual marriages. God will never be for homosexual marriages. He's not for anybody who is for homosexual marriages. And so we want to draw that line in the sand and say to NAACP and to our president, we're drawing a line in the sand. It's time to take the moral high ground and